This next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the Voodoo King, Zexy Zee Collins. And his opponent, Lifeguard Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Showdown. Right now you see in the ring, Zexy Zee Collins, accompanied by the 7'6" Voodoo King. You see him right there. He's almost as tall. Well, he is taller than the top rope from the floor. It's a huge man, one of the biggest men I've ever seen in my life. And Zexy Zee Collins will be taking on Lifeguard Ross here tonight at Showdown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Bobby, but it looked like he was barefoot coming out, so.
He was.
Have any.
That's a barefoot 7'6", which does make a difference, you know?
Collins now in the ropes, utilizing that referee to his advantage.
Let me ask you this while I'm thinking about it here. What qualifies a man to be sexy? Do you have an answer for that? Who said that he was sexy? Is that self-proclaimed? Zee Collins. Zee Collins said he's sexy.
Okay, well, hey, you'd have to ask Zee Collins on that one.
Is sexy the same as sexy?
What? Zexy, okay, I understand. Yeah, it's written on the. I'm not sure. We'll have to look that one up.
No,
is that a?
Get with the program, Jimmy.
We'll look on an Urban Dictionary on that one. But what justifies a man being a lifeguard here? He's surfing.
Yeah, well, that's right. That right there, that qualifies him to be a lifeguard, apparently.
Well, there's a lot of responsibility in that. You know, you have bodyguards. You have there's been a lot of bodyguards in wrestling. You've had Big Daddy Diesel. You had Tyrus was a bodyguard for Snoop Dogg. Think about this guy. He's a lifeguard, so not just body, but a lifeguard for several people, so there's a lot of responsibility with being a lifeguard.
Yeah, but you got the Voodoo King on the floor, so he's obviously he's the bodyguard for Zexy Zee Collins, and he's up in the face
lifeguard
right now.
Versus the bodyguard.
And he's more than a bodyguard because he is also, the Voodoo King is also the king of voodoo. So
he's got a lot on his plate too.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot on our plate.
Oh, and the referee not seeing what we saw back here at the desk.
We're going to have a lot on our plate. April the 12th, 2 weeks away from the Weekend of Champions in Jackson, Kentucky. Stan Sierra will be defending his AMW Heavyweight Championship against none other than Kyle Maggard himself, the now former Southeastern Heavyweight Champion, and Marty Clay. That's going to be a huge match right there. Stan Sierra is on a historic title run of over 1,200 days, and that hasn't been done in modern Kentucky wrestling ever, with the exception of maybe, Dale TNT Man. But we're talking about modern wrestling.
1,200 days. What's that breakdown? Let's do the math, Bobby. Are you good at math?
I'm not good at math.
1,200. We'll figure it out later, but 1,200 days has got to be a record.
See a splash in the corner, got him for the big bulldog. Going for the cover right now. Lifeguard Ross out at 2. See the Voodoo King, 7'6" of monster, just on the floor, walking back and forth, making his presence known here in Ironton, Ohio. You see the big crazy eyes on him. Right there, you see Zexy Zee Collins in control of the matchup in the ring. Lifeguard Ross throwing some elbows in there, able to break up the hold. Sunset flip. Zexy Zee Collins out at 2.
You talk about Stan Sierra's title reign and the three-way there coming up on the 12th of April, but what about what we've seen earlier with the title just changing hands like that?
Yeah, last week here on Showdown we saw Kyle Maggard, lose his Southeastern Heavyweight Championship, and the thing was that was an impromptu title defense. He didn't. Oh, look at right there! I knew it. The Voodoo King, right there on the top. Oh my God!
Huge chop with that huge hand. How big do you think his hands are from back here?
They're huge. That's death right there. I'm going to name that chop to the head death. Zexy Zee Collins went for the cover, but only able to get a 2 count. Zee Collins putting the work in on Lifeguard Ross. Oh, it looked like a double leg drop.
He got all of that one.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough?
Yeah, he held the legs there, hooked the leg, but I think he might need to hook the tights or, shorts of Lifeguard Ross there. As long as the referee doesn't see it, it's okay. Lifeguard Ross firing back, but he's stopped right there by Zexy Zee Collins.
Swung and missed. Big cross body, he's back up. Kick to the gut.
Snap suplex, rolls over. Oh, wait a minute, he's holding on to it.
He's not done yet.
Russian leg sweep.
Russian sweep.
Floated right over into the pinfall attempt and was only able to get a 2. Instead of worrying about what the fans are thinking, worry about the fans. Oh, right there. Big Tracy Smothers double chop to the throat of Lifeguard Ross by Zexy Zee Collins. Oh, he's holding him right there. Here comes the Voodoo King up on the apron.
Referee distracted.
Oh,
the
death!
Big chop to the head.
Death to the head. Big
And he got
drop
up there for that drop kick.
sends the Voodoo King railing to the floor. Lifeguard Ross needs to go ahead. And
Zesty not knowing what weight's behind him. You've got a fired up Lifeguard.
Lifeguard Ross stalking his opponent. Zexy Zee Collins hanging onto the ropes. Not aware that Lifeguard Ross is right behind him. Oh, big swinging neck breaker. That's it.
Your winner, Lifeguard Ross!
Lifeguard Ross picks up the victory here tonight at Showdown with a huge swinging neck breaker. That was impressive. I used to do a neck breaker back in the day, but it wasn't as impressive as that one there.